Hey flower friends, it is your friend in flowers, Lisa Mason Ziegler, dropping in here inside the cool building. I don't know if y'all, but we're like, heat week continues. It was 99 degrees today and it was pretty toasty. So I'm glad to be inside here with you because this literally is a last call drop in here tonight. So this is an invitation. Our bundle of my course and Dave's course ends tonight at midnight. And at 8 o'clock tonight over on YouTube, I am going to be taking all my guests inside the courses for a little peek and a look around and see what the courses are all about. And you may not have ever really been inside. Particularly our courses are schools, and they're pretty packed with resources for you just to kind of go in there and look around, and I would love for you to join me. And that's really what this live is all about, as well as last call on the bundle. So just to tell you a little bit, we're talking about Flower Farming School Online, which is a series of schools that I created back in 2018, and they were created based on Dave Dowling and I both kind of fell into this category, but I did it first. Or I created it and then brought him on, is we were traveling all over and speaking and teaching at conferences and to groups and just going all over, you know. And we loved doing it, and we still love doing that. However, your relationship ends with those people that you're teaching that day as soon as you leave, because you can't correspond privately, like on email, with hundreds of people that you're meeting around when they have questions and stuff. So I created Flower Farming School Online to really empower more people to be able to have access to the practices of becoming a professional business flower farmer. Flower Farming School was born. And my course is called The Basics, Annual Crops, Marketing, and More. Annual Crops, which was actually my jam for 25 years, is a low investment, high return method. But it's the method that all people should get started flower farming with, because you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. You probably don't have a lot of customers, and you don't set yourself up to have great losses, which we see people and talk to people all the time that jump in head first. So my course is The Basics, Annual Crops, Marketing, and More. And then Dave's course is Bulbs, Perennials, Woodies, and More. And if you don't know Dave Dowling, Dave is a walking encyclopedia. Dave started flower farming a year or two before me, and I began in 1998. Dave ran a year-round flower farm. He grew for the big DuPont market in Washington, D.C., and was quite a grower. And he gave up his farm about 10 years ago and moved into other areas of the cut flower industry. And I've been commercial flower farmer for over 25 years. And we both did it successfully. And that's what's in our courses. We spill all of our bean jaw. And here's the real rub that you need to know. And that is, if you can't find the answer to whatever your question is in all of our resources, which by the way are keyword searchable, they're just packed with information. When you become our student, you also get to become a part of our private communities, where not only are there other students, hundreds and thousands of them, but you get to ask us questions. Right? You can tag us in there, and we actually have a team member that swims in our private groups looking for questions that people are asking that we might have missed, right? So it's really kind of a foolproof way to learn how to start and run and grow and expand a flower farm. And I'd love to show you around. So over at 8 o'clock, inside YouTube, I'm going to take you inside both of our courses to just see what you're expecting in there. And you know, the way that I really, I heard Pamela and Frank Arnowski, who are the original rock star flower farmers. If you may not know who they are, they've been doing it longer than me. But I can remember Pamela and Frank saying the quickest way to get from A to Z is through education. And that's what we feel like about Flower Farming School Online. We are given the bridge for you to not have to take the long road around the river, helping you go straight across without the potholes, the mistakes. Dave and I did a live the other night, and we were just talking about, especially for his stuff, bulbs, perennials, woodies, just investing in the wrong plants, which we see people that do that, y'all. People that spend thousands of dollars and they mistakenly, not realizing, purchased landscape tulips that only get 10 inches tall. They aren't tall enough to be cut flowers. That kind of stuff goes on all the time. So these courses really provide you not only with, what to grow, how to grow it, resources of where to buy it, and then guidance along the way. It's just everything to round up into one great course. And I would say to you, you can comment bundle here, BUNDLE, and that'll DM you a link straight to the page, or you can just head over to thegardenersworkshop.com, and it's at the top of every page, and you can go over and look at the page, the bundle page. And there's a sneak peek over there. You can actually, it's not going in the course like I'm taking you tonight. It's actually a sneak peek of one of the sessions in my course, which is the irrigation course session, and Dave's course I think is the tulip session. You can go over and just watch them right now. What I'm doing tonight on YouTube is I'm taking you into what you would have access to as a student, right? But over on that bundle page, if you comment bundle and go over to that link, it's the sales page, basically. There's so much great information. It'll tell you everything you need to know. First off, there's student testimonials, right? Reach out, give a holler out on social media. Is anybody taking Gardener's Workshop Flower Farming School, and see what they're saying, right? We rely on referrals from our students. But you'll really get a better feeling about it. And as I mentioned, I think earlier, maybe I didn't mention it here. So the bundle special is that you get my course, which is normally $695, and Dave's course, which is also $695. We have bundled them together for $995, which is a savings of $395. $1,000 is a lot of money. But these are business courses, y'all. First off, if you're really in business, it would be qualify as a business expense. But $1,000 to invest and train becoming a flower farmer is a BB in the Astrodome to the amount of money you will save in avoiding mistakes and money you will make by applying the practices that you're going to learn in there. So join me over on YouTube at 8 o'clock, and I will take you in. You can jump over to gardenersworkshopnow.com and go to that page and read it. The syllabus is over there. That's just the table of contents, y'all. It tells you everything that's in there. You won't believe what's included. And these are resources. These are things to have in your toolbox. And again, I will say, when you become our student, you have access to ask us questions inside the student community, which is pretty priceless, because the thing to keep in mind is the challenges that you're facing today, whether you're just getting started or you've been flower farming for a couple, 3 years. If you have been farming for a couple, 3 years, think back to how overwhelmed you were when you started and how different it is today. You're still overwhelmed, but it's all new stuff. Having lifetime unlimited access to the course means that when that happens, you just go back to your course and look up whatever it is that you need information on. So it applies throughout your growing season. So friends, join me over at YouTube at 8 o'clock this evening. I'll take you inside the course for a little look around to give you an idea of how you move around in it and just the sheer volume and depth of information that you can find. And again, if you comment bundle here, we'll DM you the list or the link to the course page. Or you can just join me tonight on YouTube, and I will take you inside for a little poke around and see what's inside our Flower Farming School Online. So friends, meet me over there at 8 o'clock p.m. on my YouTube channel. And I can't wait to take you on a little journey inside. All right, friends. Ciao.